Hello everyone, we're back with some more animals. I wanted to do some insects for you guys, but it's really hard to find pet insects in Canada. Quite a few are not allowed actually in Canada. But I have a bunch of preserved stuff, so I hope you guys will be entertained. I bring those out. But insects are the largest group of animals in the world. They have the most species. They live in every habitat on Earth, I believe. And to be an insect, you need to have 6 legs, 3 body parts. You have an exoskeleton, which is kind of like your body armor, and they molt that exoskeleton when they grow. And the most important part of an insect is their antenna. It's a communication device as well as a sensory organ. Helps them learn, kind of sense what's going on around them. So I'm going to bring out a couple different preserved specimens that I have. First one is a praying mantis. Most of us are familiar with those. Most people, probably one of the first things that they'll talk about with a mantis is the girls eat the boys. Yes, it does happen quite often, more often than in the tarantula world. And a praying mantis, they do come from lots of habitats. We actually even have 2 species that live here in British Columbia in the Okanagan. We have a lesser ground mantid, which I've actually never seen one. It's our native species. And it has had its habitat overtaken, actually, I guess, by 2 species. So there's 3 in BC. The Chinese mantid and the European mantid. The European mantid, I believe, came in with orchard trees from Europe. And when I've gone looking for mantids in the interior, that's the only one I found. And I found thousands of empty egg cases of them. And the Chinese mantid is the one that you might find at stores like Home Depot or the Bug Zoo in Victoria, where you can buy their egg cases. But a praying mantis is a master hunter. They look quite different from each other. Basic body shape is usually the same, but there are mantids that look like leaves, that look like flowers, that look like moss, that look like this. They come in different colors and sizes. They are a very an animal that's extremely adapted to live in its ecosystem. And they are all carnivores, which is good because they typically prey on pest insects. Though I have seen mantids eat mice, lizards, frogs, little snakes. They are tough and strong enough to eat whatever they're able to catch and overpower. So I hope you enjoyed meeting that one. One day, hopefully I can bring you some live ones. Next one. We have a blue morph butterfly. Beautiful looking butterfly. And most people are familiar with butterflies as we have them all over the place. I have a couple flying around in my yard right now. It's just outside. But blue morphs are beautiful butterflies. They come from tropical jungles, I want to say in the Amazon, but could also be Southeast Asia, I believe. This one came from a butterfly farm that was located in the Amazon. And they are poisonous. This animal, I would say that's a very bright, pretty color on them. It's not to attract the mate or anything. It's to keep animals away from them. Typically, a brightly colored animal is poisonous or venomous, and that's just an adaptation they have to keep things away from them. And butterflies start as eggs. They hatch, turn into caterpillars, and they eat leaves, and they are extremely voracious animals when they start eating. Then they turn into a chrysalid or a pupa, and then they'll hatch and turn into a butterfly. And butterflies do drink nectar. They are a pollinator, but they also do at times eat fruit. I see them in different butterfly zoos around North America, and people are feeding them oranges and things like that. They're drinking the juice. Butterflies are a very important animal to human beings, being a pollinator. So we want to do our best to keep them around. Hope that was neat meeting that one. And another one. we've got an Atlas moth here. This is the largest species of moth in the world. They come from Southeast Asia in the tropical rainforest. And one thing that's kind of different about them, they do start in the egg, turn into a caterpillar, absolutely voracious appetite. And then when they pupate, chrysalid, and turn into the moth, they don't eat. The adults do not have a mouth and they don't eat. Being this big, I guess it does take quite a bit of energy to fly around, so they relax a lot of the time. Ideally, a male finds the female, they mate, she lays eggs, and then sad enough, that's her time done on Earth. She will end up passing away once she's completed the cycle. So I hope meeting these couple quick little insects was different for you guys. I wanted to try to bring out a little bit of a variety for you. And I will keep bringing out some more videos for you guys. Thanks a lot.